He said to me, "You calling me a lie?" I said, "No." I said, "The machine's calling you a lie. I'm going by the machine." So he got unruly and started raising King. I walked away, left both gates open and tickets as it were, and went into the booth, locked the booth behind me, and called MTA police. He kept the situation going, kept going and going and going. I in turn called MTA police a second time. After the second time, I opened the emergency gate, told him to go on about his business. He said he wasn't going until he got a pass, and I didn't have a pass to give him. Can't get a pass unless you put $3 in the machine. I can't give him one. So he just went off after that. Started calling me old grandpa and old dirty names, and he's gonna whip my whatever. So I'm waiting for him to leave, and he's still raising King. He comes over and pulls on the door's locked. So he goes back over there. He had a little boy with him. He goes back over there and starts jumping up and down again. So I had other people coming in, so the 77 came in with a bunch of people. So I tried to wait on those while he was raising King. So so I closed the door back, and the station cleaner must have heard the commotion because she was like cleaning excavators or something. She came over to the booth and dialed 911 for the county police. Meanwhile, when she dialed 911 for the county police, he jumps the turnstile and runs in the booth behind him. That's when he attacked me. Of course, I didn't see him at first, but he didn't get me exactly unaware. And of course, I had some patrons that came into the booth to help assist me with what was going on. And he went on, got away and went down the hill. And that's the last I saw him. It was somebody explained to exactly how he looked or whatever it was. And as far as I knew, my knowledge now, the county police picked him up because he was over on Old Court Road at the bridge.
And so you were in the booth? When
I was in my booth. He came after me in the booth.
Did he hit you from behind?
He hit me from the front because when he hit the door, I immediately turned my attention to that area of the station. But he did have the advantage. He did have the advantage, but it turned out a better situation than it could have.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this like 44 years, pretty close to 45. 44, I know for sure.
Have you ever seen anything like that? Anything like that?
No, I have never seen anybody that got so unruly that I couldn't reason with them some kind of way. All he had to do was go on down the hill, since I couldn't give him a ticket. But he didn't want to do it that way.
Your daughter said if he had a gun,
he probably would have shot me. He was just that angry.
Over $3.
And I don't know why he was so angry.
Over $3.
Right, because he jumped to the conclusion that I was calling him a lie. You know, hey, if I call him a lie, I figured I was old enough to call him a lie, but I didn't. Because I didn't want him disrespecting me, so I didn't respect him. I told him what the machine said. And that's the best I could do for him. I couldn't give him another ticket. Because I would have to go in my pocket and get $3.50. And I couldn't do that.
So he struck you on what side down your face?
He hit me here. I know he hit me here. And after that, we started locked into each other. And these other scratches, I don't know exactly how they come from. He might have had a pencil in his pocket or anyway, whatever he was wearing had some rough spots on it. So.
How many shots did you get in?
I don't know. I don't know, because, you know, you go, when you, I guess I went in and come out, but I never really lost the sense of what was going on. Because, you know, my age, I can lose my breath right quick. You got to deal with a man that young quick if you're going to deal or either run. And I'm too old to run, and basically too old to fight.
But you connected once or twice.
I might have got something again. I might have gotten it again.
Were you scared for your life at that moment? You didn't know, you know, if he had a weapon he might have had.
When he came in and was nothing showing in his hand at the particular time, I didn't connect the weapon at all. I assume he had enough courage to figure he could beat this old man with naked hands, you know. Since he kept referring to me as old grandpa, old great-grandpa, I guess he assumed, you know, that was it. He could handle me.
You say he had a child with him?
He had a child with him.
As a father, I mean, what do you think? I mean, doing something like that, you have a child with you, would be that disrespectful.
He had a child. He kept insisting that he had to get that child to school. I wasn't stopping him from getting the child to school. It's what he wanted I couldn't produce. And this is why I made calls of somebody else to come with more authority than I have to enforce this.
Did the MTA police or anybody ever call and apologize to you for this yet?
My chief supervisor came to the hospital. And, of course, the safety, Mr. Crockett, and my chief supervisor, Michelle Holly, came to the hospital. I think Miss Holly was there by the time I got there. And, of course, then later on, 2 MTA police came in to take pictures. At that particular time, my lip was really busted and split. And so after a day passed, it began to heal. And some of these other things are healing, changing colors. But yesterday, they was pretty obvious that I'd been in a fight.
Did they ever answer why 2 calls to MTA police didn't produce anything?
Well, I never questioned it. I didn't question it.
That's gotta disappoint you after working there so long, giving so much of your life to them. No, just not.
Yeah, well, yeah. When I first went to MTA, Baltimore Transit, there was no police department. What we had was on the street. If we was in Baltimore County, we called the Baltimore County Police. If we was in the city, we got city police. If we was someplace else, if we saw a state trooper, we got a state trooper. Whoever was in the area around us assisted us. And I think since the MTA police came on, things changed a little bit. They were directly responsible for this transit system. So we didn't get this system that we were supposed to have.
Would you go back to work there, after this happened?
I had no problem with the job, but I have a fear.
Right.
I have a fear right now. I don't know how long it'll last, but I have a fear of going back in there. You know, because I had made up my mind that I was not going to wrestle or hassle with anybody before July 1st. Because at that particular time, I had sort of figured on leaving July 1st. So I wasn't going to go out there and get my old self hurt, wrestle with nobody. I would try to be easy, nice, and get it over with.
How quick was this?
How quick did he get in the booth? He got in the booth, I guess it took it maybe half a minute to jump the gate, and he was in the door before you could say, boom. He was quick. He was quick.
Do you think this will have an effect also? I mean, other people who have who have the same job as you, who are working there, that, they saw that, you didn't get aid right away from the police, maybe they'll have that same fear.
This will put them mostly on guard a lot better than maybe having the fear. Every time somebody comes in and look like they unruly, regardless of what's going on the outside, they unlock the door and ain't coming out. If somebody on the other side needs some assistance while you got this situation going, you're not coming out to assist them because you're afraid to. Had I known what was going to happen with me, the people at the machine, I wouldn't have come out there to help anybody at the machine. A lot of people don't even know how to operate the machines as long as we've had it. Still have to go out there and assist them to get the tickets out. So, you can't hide.
Some of the passengers, though, were really critical in helping, find the description. So you have people who really,
The passengers was good to me. The passengers was good to me. They were concerned about me. And, I can't say nothing bad against the passengers. They were good to me. One guy I had never seen before was in there trying to help me out. And some of the regulars I see every day, most of them was already gone, but this particular 2 people, I had never seen them before, and they went to help me out.